You do sometimes have to wear the appropriate clothing and have the correct type of, they call it PPE. Dude, it's just protective equipment that you need. Right now, I feel like I'm having issues with my eyes and I can't figure out why. We got a box right here. Title of the stinking video obviously says what it is. I gotta stop welding, man, because something's up with my eyes. I feel like I've been staring at the sun all day. I wonder why. So we've got this mini bike. I don't know if you remember this one, but this was, can't remember what the company was. That doesn't matter. We got a new one here. This is from FRP. This is the GMB 100. These scannable QR codes actually work. This one goes to their social media, and this one goes to just a bunch of videos that they've got everything about this particular bike, which I think is pretty cool. So on the side of the box over here, we've got box size. So if this matters to you, this is box size. We've got basically it's 39 by 15 by 26. It's a little bit bigger than this, but only by like an inch or so, and it's because of the way the box is expanded over time. This is Pacific Standard Time, so you're talking like California and all that stuff, but they even have an email, and they're more than happy to help you in the event that you have an issue. Right on this side right here, please contact us immediately if there was any issues. So 60 days from the purchase has a 60-day warranty from shipping. So once it arrives to your home, you got 60 days to figure stuff out. 90 pounds or so. I was laughing because here they are talking team lift. It's like, yeah, dude. There ain't no such thing as team lift when it comes to whatever delivers these things. I don't even know, honestly, I don't even know how this was delivered. It was left in my driveway. The delivery was kind of, it is what it is. I don't know if it was off of a lift gate. Hopefully it was. The box was in very good shape, no damage to it. But let's see what's inside this box. Well, let's see what you get inside the box, provided that it survived shipping, which, like I was saying, okay, provided that it survived, and it definitely did. So let's check this thing out. Let me get this box backwards. Very encapsulated. So this was the red version. This is for my wife. So it's, you know, you get the red and you got the black. So the interesting thing was, were these two bikes going to be exactly the same? And I can tell you already right now, 100% these bikes are not exactly the same. I can actually see a fast difference. That's a riot, dude. Some things are the same, but looking at the tube construction of this one versus right off, I can tell we're looking at a slightly different construction. This has a gusset right here. I'm not sure that the other one did. I can't remember. It's got those things on there, those side plates. I don't remember if I have to reach in there. They have gussets? It does. Anyways, so we're gonna slice and dice this box and check this thing out. Oh, I'm liking the yeah, dude, this is definitely a different setup. So I got the handlebars there. Oh, dude, my wife is gonna love this thing, dude. This is definitely a different setup, dude. This is not the same bike. Ooh, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. I mean, some similarities, but it is not the same thing, dude. That's not the same thing as this. Duh. Dude, I literally thought like all these things were the same. They're not. So, inside of this bag right here, I'll just start off with this. So we've got a professional bicycle light. So this thing has a rechargeable headlight with mounting screws That's the rubber gaskets that go on these things, which are the clamps. So these go on the handlebar. I'm going to keep all this stuff together. Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. Whoa. Holy, wow. Wow. That is bright. Let me shut these lights off real quick here. Look at this. Oh, it's got, whoa. Holy crap, dude. So it has, oh, it's even got a strobe. So, let's undo this thing here. And I'll even shut this. You know what? I don't need to shut that off. So, it's a multi-function light. This thing is, this seems to be pretty good quality, man. Rechargeable by USB-C. So that's low beam. So you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 LEDs. There's a total of 6. Then click it one more time. Now you can see it just goes to the center, which is an ultra bright spotlight. And then click it one more time. Now it's all of them. And then it goes to a strobe. Holy crap. That is a nice light. Wow. That's slick. The light itself is made of aluminum. Yeah. Plastic end caps, but an aluminum housing. Dang. Looks like it even has a thing there that might tell you. Oh yeah, look at that. So it's half charged. Wow. I have to put this thing on the charger right now. Comes with its own little USB-C cord for charging. And it comes with even more these handlebar little kind of washer clamp looking things. Allen key with the Allen bolts. Stuff that in the side there. And it's got this nice little user manual. So it even has a replaceable battery. 18650s, 4000 milliamp lithium battery. 1800 lumens. Color white. So, believe it or not, this this bottle right here is exactly what, oh, you can see it right there. So this bottle right here is essentially the same exact thing. This is the oil that I use to lubricate this thing. I like it because it's got the little needle tip there. You got to cut that off. The only thing I wish it had was like a little cap, but whatever. You got to snip off the tip, and then you're good to go. So this little bottle thing is cool. This is the regular manual, so looks like an Instagram thing right there. And then an FRP digital user's manual. So just a vehicle table of contents, vehicle introduction, fast installation. So installing the forks, whoops, assembling. So estimated installation time, 20 minutes for an adult. Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but whatever. Prior to performing any maintenance procedures, it's imperative to ensure that the kill switch is in the opposition. Yeah, steering pivot, front fender, and then front tire. I'm not going to go and read all this, but preparing it for its first use, starting it. So that was one thing with the other one. The other one had, yeah, so here we go. This is very good. So everywhere on this bike, like everywhere, dude, it's got stickers. Caution, add engine oil before starting. Like it was literally everywhere on the other bike. I still kind of can't get over that this is actually a different bike. I can 100% see it. Wow. Totally different motor. This is a lower down motor than that one. That one's got height. And what I noticed about this one was the gas cap is kind of a little bit of a pain in the neck to get to, only because of its location. Because the motor is so high in the frame, to get like a hand on that gas cap and twist it, it's kind of tough. This one, with that, look at that. Totally different. You ain't going to have any issues getting to this gas cap. Yeah, look at that. No oil. See, everywhere on it. It does have oil in it, obviously, just probably for assembly. Maybe they start these things up and drain it. I really don't know. Maybe on a bench, they bench test these motors. You've got a bearing in the top, a bearing in the bottom. I remember that bike right there had the same exact setup. This should be like a toolkit, I believe. I need some snips so I could start cutting stuff. But, yeah, I'm really actually happy that this is a different looking bike. That is going to be cool. That's a his and hers type of deal. So geometry-wise, it'll be interesting to know whether if geometry-wise they're the same. They are definitely a different bike, dude. Looking at that frame, this is a way different bike. Oh, looks like it's stinking good quality for a mini bike, man. From what I remember when I was a kid. Get some snips, start cutting stuff, and start breaking things down so I can get this. We're going to go ahead and throw it. I had brought this table over to use it on here, but anyways, let's go over what else is in here. Gasoline engine owner's manual. Probably just talking about break-in and the type of oil to use. I use a synthetic. I just use a synthetic. So once the engine is broken in, I break it in with just regular oil. But once it's broken in, this is the stuff that I use right here. I just use a synthetic mobile oil for the motor. But that's just by choice, so that's what I decided to do. This gives you all your info in here, dude. Look at this, your electrical diagram. Damn, I don't remember this one doing any of that. It might have. This seems more comprehensive. All right, what do we got here? What the heck is this? FRP. If this is a bike cover, I'm going to be blown away. No. What the hell is this? Oh, is this literally a neck sock? I think that's what this is. I think this is, it is. It's a stinking, it's like a face mask neck sock thing, I think. Pretty sure that's what that is. It's not a helmet cover. Well, we're good there. So, got the tire here. Now, this will actually work out good. I'll have a place to be able to set stuff up. Get my cutters. So what they do is they zip tie to keep these bearings from going anywhere. So this is a nice sealed bearing. QNELL 10 PSI, 24 PSI max to seat the beads. So this is for a 6 by 4.5 rim, and the tire itself is AT, which is all terrain, 145 70-6, so 6-inch rim, tubeless. It's a different tire than that. Kind of looks like the same tire. I think it might be the same exact tire. So, yeah, okay, so these are the pots. It's a pots / toolkit. So that's for the front axle. This is for the steering. These are the clamps for the handlebars. Nuts and bolts with little plastic washers. Bunch of wrenches. 19, 17, 14, 12, 13, 15, and then a 10, 8. And then it's got a little screwdriver and an Allen wrench. And it's a flat blade and a Phillips. So, long reach spark plug grabber. And then in here, no way, dude. These are disc brake pads. Look at that. So this QR code is a video tutorial for replacing the brake pads. You know what? They might say it. Let's see if it's an actual. So, oh, look at that. You successfully scanned the code. Best site to check your credit. Yeah, guy. That definitely ain't the code, man. It's not the right thing. So that's wrong. Try it again. Nah. It's the wrong code. It says meqr.com. That's definitely not the right QR code, so it does have a there is a spring inside of there that should keep pretty sure what it does is it's a the spring, it's got these slots, and what it does is this spring goes in between. Here, I'll show you. I'll open this up. Pretty sure that's how this works. So these little pads go in there, right? But there's this spring. What this spring should do is this right here. Keeps the pads open, see? So however it goes in there, that's how it functions and operates. So pretty cool that they give you an extra set of pads. The question is, what do you do when these things wear out? Seeing that this QR code doesn't work. And that's it for inside the bag. So the front fender is packaged inside safely with the rear fender. Looks like there was some kind of a tag here for something. I'm not sure what. Might have been for some kind of assembly something. But I like this. Like the FRP is everywhere. This is a pretty sharp looking bike. So we got FRP here. Here's the front fender. A little bit of a oil scuff right there, or some kind of scuff. Be able to clean that off. Some kind of black something was on there. But there's your FRP thing there. I like the lettering. So this is a steering stop. Might be something that gets modified. I know I call it mine. I know on mine, I don't like the direct stop. It seems like it has too much of a stop. So for hers, we might just kind of leave it alone. And then for mine, we might modify that. Dude, I'm really liking this thing. I'm just liking the way it looks. Whew, watch out. Quick release. The other thing I noticed, which we'll see if it's the same thing on this unit, the brake cable. So the brake cable on this one, the brake cable is routed wrong. I need to have it go under the chassis. So you would normally think like, okay, I get it, kind of keeping it above the chassis. That way there's no scraping. It's not going, no. It's a non-normal flow. The cable needs to go under that support bar right there. It needs to go underneath. So I'm going to change that on that. It's not that it doesn't work. It totally 100% works, but it would get better brake function. So, oh, dude, what? This thing has it's got a stinking handlebar thing. No way, dude. That is awesome. Look at that. FRP right there. I mean, it could look a little bit better. We'll trim that up. What are we looking at here? 99cc 4-stroke air-cooled carbureted engine. This is a 2.5 on the scale of cleanness. So, look at this, dude. They even protected the knurled. Dude, this bike didn't have any of this on it. This company's caring a little bit more about their stuff. Look at this. They even put like pipe foam over things here. Even on this side, look at this. Wow. Look at this. Look at how they've done this. Is that the choke? No way. Wow, even that was done right. Oh, this is way easier. They even gave me a little bag of candy to not eat. This choke is way, oh, dude, this is different. There's the throttle. Wow. Wow, dude. FRP, look at that. Even on the pole start, it's got FRP on there. Yeah, same thing. Brake cable's a little, see how it's at that angle? That angle's garbage, man. So this is looking slick though. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking even how the design is of the frame. This thing's got stickers and QR codes everywhere, all over this thing. Look at that. Minimum 87 octane rating, unleaded gasoline only. Maximum 10% ethanol. So, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. There's your stuff right there. There you go. Now you can read it for yourself. I don't need to read it to you. So there's your info for this motor. It's even got phone numbers and everything right on the gas tank. That's the same sticker that's on the handlebars of that thing. So these ones are going to be a peel off. This is an off-road vehicle and is not intended for use on public roads. We'll go ahead and take that sticker off because we're going to be using this on public roads. It's the only way to do it, right? I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. I'm happy with this. I just hope my wife feels the same way. So, we'll, my wife is actually on her way home right now, so we're going to go ahead and take a pause. I bring in the groceries, she go gets them. She goes and gets them. Yeah, dude. This thing is looking slick. I'm excited. I'm happy that it's different from that one, dude. I'm very happy that it's a different setup and that it's not just a carbon copy. It's totally not the same bike. Came back and just started kind of like tearing apart the foam and stuff to kind of get this thing off of here. The only thing I wish I had was a milk crate to kind of keep this thing upright in position. But what I need to do is I need to get the forks. So the forks are underneath here. So I'm going to go ahead and tip this up and see if I can access the forks while this thing is still on. I guess you want to call this like the build table for now. Yeah. It'll allow the front end to come down too. We'll see how this is going to work. So keep this knife handy somewhere. So the plan is to take these handlebars. I'm just going to roll these up to here for now. See if I can access these fork lids. Oh, I can take the whole thing out there. There we go. Works out. So let's see. Look at that. Even has a direction arrow. Huh. Pretty cool. So what do we got here? So this is a QR code. We'll see. So far we're batting 1,000 here. So let's see if this QR code works. And now, same thing. Just goes to that weird website. How about this side? Back out. Ah, same website. Weird. It doesn't QR code. Not funny. Look at that. The QR code stuff doesn't work. So this, the arrow we got going here. Paint on here, not perfect, but it's a little dry right there. But that's where the handlebar clamps are going to be anyway. Let's get this prepared. So what it's going to do is that sits up there like that. This goes down, and then these go underneath. What I do wish is, kind of wish there were washers. It's the only thing. Kind of wish there were washers. This is for the Fender. Get the big rod here. It's going to go down through here. I am going to use the tools they provided to do this. So we'll see if this actually works. So what are we looking at? We're looking at that right there for there. And then the underneath bolt. Bolt is going to be probably the 15. So we've got 12 on top, 15 on bottom. Well, the tool works. So now let's find which one's gonna work for this, not that. So again, we've got we've got a 12 that don't fit. Look at that. That's a 13. That's why. So got a 13, and then most likely again, we got a 10 now. So clamp bolts, a 10 and a 13. So we'll get the handlebars, roll it. This is the part that I don't understand. Came across this issue with the other bike. So with the way these, granted the controls aren't where they should be anyway, but this is the same exact issue that I came across with the other bike. So if we put the wires that way, see how everything's twisted up? Kind of comes back. This I don't particularly care for that. See how it is on this bike? What I did is I relocated. Oh, look at that, my zip tie went. But I relocated the wires, separated them with that front thing there. Oh, it doesn't have a provision for the front thing there. That's different. That's another different thing. So what I'll end up doing is I'm going to snip these cables, split that apart. Maybe that's for shipping. I don't know. But I'll end up just re-zip tying things. We'll figure this out. And then, yeah, get those handlebars locked onto there with these clamps. Yeah, definitely a different kind of setup here. So here's your rolling on throttle. We'll see. We'll see if I like this or not. Kind of funky how things are wrapped up right there. Air filters right there. Maintain air cleaner. So, but I do like the choke though. This is very accessible. And the exhaust is also in a different location than like the other bike. Spark plug is definitely accessible. Valves are accessible. Brake looks similar style disc brake. So definitely a different frame. Paint on the frame looks pretty good. Welds on the frame look like welds. It's not glue, it's welded. Probably better welding than I can do. Not really, but yeah, really. Welds down there seem like they're all right. Like I was saying, this tube frame is definitely a different style tube frame. So we've got a join weld right there. Curious what it looks like deep and inside. And like I said, we've got gussets here. The other one has a little bit more accentuation on fairings, I guess you want to call those things and stuff. But this one just might be a little bit more on, who knows, maybe on the motor and how this thing is set up. It does give you the little head wrecker, knee pad head wrecker. So we'll get these cords undone. I'll go eat lunch. We'll come back. I'll probably have some more things assembled Probably have the tire on or something. Just got to throw the axle in there. It's funny, it does look like the, look at that. The wheel was already on here, on this bike. So the wheel, actually, it could be the fixture. Could be the fixture that they put this in. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there was a fixture for welding. Because you can see, gives the impression that it was already, zoom into that. Gives the impression, see? See how you can tell it's kind of been bolted up to something? So just gives the impression that something was bolted on or whatever. Like I said, it's probably just a fixture, so. Took a couple seconds to figure it out, but anyways. So what it is the handlebars need to be fished through this, which brings these wires through this location. That's seemingly the way it goes. The only thing I'm curious about is it possible for the wires to get pinched? I guess we'll see. So, like I said, I'm back. I'm just going to re-bolt up the headset, which is technically what this is. This is a headset. Put the crown, whatever, put the forks on, then mount the thingamajiggers, these clamps, and then clamp it up, and then we'll see how, we'll see if the wires, because once you rotate things kind of in position, it should free up the wires. I'm just kind of like a OCD type of thing. So the wire kind of got, not by me, just by its packaging, because of that zip tie, the wire kind of got a little jacked up. So you can see there's a bend in there. And when you got a kink in there, that's no good. So we'll see how it goes. All right, get the handlebars on. Just gonna go ahead and pull some of these tags off of here. Got them cranked down. Pull this little wrap off of here. But it can take the Allen wrench that they provided and go ahead and loosen up the controls here to put them into more of an ergonomic position. But I wanted to show you, doesn't come, so it doesn't come anywhere near close to those wires pinching. So these controls right about here, I think, just for now. Once I get the front wheel on, things can be readjusted. Same thing over here. Got a little bit of a wrap to pull off. So Phillips, most likely for that. Yep. Little Phillips for there. And then an Allen wrench for the twist grip. No, it's not an Allen wrench. So I did have to switch to real tools because the 13 side of this stamped wrench flexed out when I was tightening here. So that didn't work out. And these tools aren't necessarily known to be the best. So let's see. Wow. It actually loosened. Do a little loosen here. Try to anyway. There we go. So put this just enough away. Oh my God. I broke the stupid screwdriver. Oh my God, dude, I broke the screwdriver. It cracked. A bit too much power. Whoops. So you don't need to You don't need to crank it as much as I just did. All right. What I should have made sure of was that the, God, I can't believe I did that. Snap. Wow, that throttle's actually pretty sensitive. But see what I'm not liking here? This is the part. These are the little attentions to detail that, see how this is at an angle, and what it does is it chafes on the intersection. So I may have to loosen this and allow that to kind of kick in. See what I'm saying? See how that's in an angle like that? What's going to happen is over time is the cable's going to be chafed by that. So that's something that I'll address. See how I can do that. All right. So controls are pretty good. But, yeah, look at that. That's no good. See that down there? Where is it? Yeah, I don't like that angle. That angle's garbage. I'll fix that. Attention to detail. So I was thinking about aligning things, and you can see I do have to do some alignment here, because you're looking, yeah. Once I get it down, we'll do more of a detailed alignment. So we're going to put the wheel on now, or should I put the fender on? So this would be easy just to put the fender on right now. So fender goes over that part like that. That's why it has those little plastic washers. Phillips driver's no good anymore. Get this one started. These could possibly use some Loctite. Vibration could probably cause those to come out. Loctite on that might be a good idea. And then you can put the front wheel on. Change it up a little bit, get that stupid mount off of me. And be able to put this thing together. Tire is directional. It's the way the arrows go. You could put it on whatever way you want, but there is a direction. It has two sleeves. Obviously the tire is going to ride in between, or the rim is going to ride in between. So, and just for aesthetics, I'm going to install it this way because that's how the back is done. So I'm going to pull this rod out. So I'm going to take this and start that to that point. So right there. Grab the tire and wheel. Trying to make it easy for myself here. So I'm going to slide that rod in until it grabs like that. I'm going to grab the other sleeve or spacer, go in on the other side. Going to have to spread the fork a little bit, just the slightest amount. Knock that in. Line up the space on the other side. And pull the bike forward. So, let's see on the other side where it came through right there. When tightening this up, I'm going to use real tools. because they're tools I don't trust for this. So for this, I'm going to use the tools that I trust. We get that gear wrench for the job here. That's it. All right. Like I said, the stops are a little limiting. Not sure if I particularly care for those stops. Looks like it's a little bit too much, but then again, what it's doing is it's stopping contact with the frame. So maybe they'll have to stay, or maybe I can just grind them out just a little bit, just to get a little bit more of that turning. So, and I do want to clean that black mark. How am I going to do that? Well, it's for the garage too, guy. It's not just for RC junk. Let's see if it works, though. This would be a good test for the side wipe. Oh, look at that. No problem. Look at that. Yeah, it's conditioning the plastics. Look at that. Look at how it brought out that color. Hide wipes for the win. Hide wipes for the tire. Give that nice little sheen for the rim. All right, so pretty much the thing is together. The only thing we need to go through is checking chain tension. Got to fill it up with regular straight motor oil. I'm not going to use synthetic. That's not how you break in a motor. I am going to, before fire up, just for my own sanity, I do want to go ahead and address this angle. Not liking how this is. So hopefully it's just seeing if I can rotate and or move or shift this piece right here. Can you tell what that says? What is that? Is that an 8? Yeah, that's an 8. Okay, and it don't fit because they were hoping for you to use the screwdriver. So we'll see. Oh no, nope, garbage. So I do have a regular gear wrench 7. Goes on there, but it's fairly loose. So I'm just going to loosen this. See if I can. Yes, it does. So we can change the angle. Be happier with that. So change that angle. Still rubbing. So there's only so much angle that I think you can change on that. That's a little better. Let's see if it tightens down. And it looks like it did. It's better. Still rubbing, but it's not as much as it was. So I'll be happy with that. Boy, look at that governor. That thing is all the way in. That would be good for, definitely good for break-in. So, but there's your governor right there. This is where we are for right now. Like I said, next thing to do is to go ahead and, this is the same thing. This is where the clutch is. This is also where, look at that. So that one's blocked off. That's got a cap on it. So there's no rear checking of that one. But anyways, this right here is where you oil the gear. Technically, not the clutch, but see right there it says oil clutch bushing. That's where you would take this oiler right here, which is the same thing. This is actually regular motor oil that I put in here, but it's synthetic, and that is what I use to lubricate the chain and obviously the bearing that is inside of there. Let's see if I could shed some light on this. See, that's garbage. But inside of there, where that washer is, that's where you're going to want to lubricate stuff. The chain looks sufficiently lubed anyway. Looking inside of that hole, that definitely looks lubed, but we're going to do it anyway. But down in there, right in there, is where the bushing is, and that's where this oil stuff comes into play right there. So, yeah, guy, using cow RC stuff to clean the FRP. What it did to this front fender made the color actually come out nice, gave it a very mild sheen. I'm going to do the same thing to the rear fender. See how that looks. Spritz this. A bit of that. So I think that definitely looks better now. Leave this for last. This is just the protective plastic that's on the seat. Peel it off. It's got the label right there. Caution about the oil. It's definitely an important thing right there. Add engine oil because there is nothing in the bike. So, here we are.